Hi there. Just going to do a little quickie here. I always like to, if I can, take an opportunity to show you how my mind thinks about being able to make use of something through fussy cutting and make it work for me. I like this little illustration. This is out of the Girls' Own annual that I have from 1888, I believe. Is it? Yeah, 1888. And I like this young lady. She's reading a letter, and I'd like to make use of some of this to create a tuck spot, because of course I'm trying not to bulk this up too much. But I still, of course, want to, you gotta have pockets and places to tuck things. So I want to be able to make the most of this, and but not, hold on, my brain is racing further ahead than my words are coming out. To fussy cut these pointy things here, it's just not going to work. They're eventually going to get bent and misshapen. So let's start here and get this side trimmed first, and then hopefully you will see where my vision is taking me. So let's do a little bit. We'll trim some off, take a look, trim a bit more, take a look. I've just glued it down with glue stick and anything that I suspect I might want to keep that is sticking out pointy wise. I held it up to the window and put some art glitter glue on the pointy parts so that it won't, you know, if the ends start coming up, to give the glue stick a little more strength. So I'm not going to use this. This is the part in the magazine where they answer letters sent into the magazine. So I'm going to take this up here, and I'm going to start incorporating some of these flowers that are going up here. But I can't use this one. It's sticking out, and it will break off eventually, or at least become quite unpleasant. So for now, let's take this off, and then I can rethink what else is going to get trimmed. I want it to look as natural as possible. Now see, I shouldn't have yanked on that, because now sometimes when we yank impatiently, we don't get a nice clean cut in those little corners. And then you deal with a little piece right there. There we go. So if I had been more patient with myself, it wouldn't have been so bad. I'm just going to go in a little ways. I don't want to create too much of a little area that could get grabbed on things. So I don't mind that, and especially with distress ink to cover the multitude of sins. Now this leaf, the etchings in this paper, in this illustration, have lines. So I'm hoping that by going up here, it will look like a natural place that would have been good for this little drawing to have the end of the drawing. I hope that makes sense. So I'm just looking for little natural areas. So I'm going to go around this flower. I don't want these two leaves, so I can actually come right in here and start going down this side of here. And then I'm going to come over and meet where I've trimmed around those flowers. There we go. So we're still seeing the winding branch because I want to keep this as well. And our distress ink is going to cover a multitude of those sins there. I see a little bit extra white space here that I want to get rid of. That looks better. Now, up here, I'm not going to use that one. So I can start here and come in. And we're going to lose this leaf here. We're not going to keep it. And we'll go over. We're going to lose that little flower there. And come around and go into there. I'm hoping that these two leaves here are thick enough and heavy enough that they will withstand a little note or a piece of paper being taken in and out. And I really do believe they will, because I've just used this old divider sheet that was out of it's the letter S. So I do believe that part will be okay. And I'm going to go around it. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to go around these and into this corner. Let me get started on that side. There. So and then hopefully it's just all going to look very natural and the way it always was. Now, I'm not going to worry about, you know what? No, I'm second guessing myself. I think I will take a little off because that side is going to get glued. So I think I can play a little with that side. There we go. All right, let me get these out of the way. So we have this. And I need to figure out where I would like to put her as a little tuck spot. No. Do you see how she's going to work? Let me get a piece of paper. So then she's going to hold little things, and all I have to do is glue on this side and this side. And that way, the busy pages, this kind of page that you can't write on, can still be a place to hold papers that have writing on it, right? Guess what? Need some ink. Not doing anything without ink. little bit over the edge. Little Miss is down for another nap. She had some playtime and some outside time for potty. So I'm just giving a little bit of color here and there with the ink, because this book was so nicely preserved. There wasn't a whole lot of color to the paper, and I like a little color to the paper. Oh yeah, that looks nice. So now I've got to decide, and I rather like that. And that way, hold on. That way this ribbon, although it's on a separate page, 2 pages away, it still shows, because I use pages of varying sizes. It would still show and is sort of like a backdrop to this lovely lady here reading her letter. And I'm just wondering where else I might have tuck spots. Yeah, I like this spot. So I am going to see, when I see this, that tells me that it's time to replace the pad, because it eventually starts breaking down and those little fibers start coming off. Fortunately, it's on the underside, so it didn't ruin her. But I have had it break my heart before on nice things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work really quickly. Let me put something underneath here. Here's another piece. I'm going to work really quickly and put some art glitter glue, there we go, on her on these sides, and then I'm going to smooth it out so that the lines don't show through to the underside of, because this paper is 1893, I think. Bessie Mott's 1893. I'll check. Don't take my word on that. Let's make sure that that's good. All right, so I'm going to do kind of thick and very quick. Thick and quick. There we go. Paint, 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 so that there's minimum circly lines showing. I don't want it too thick. There we go. Okay. And then over here. And you've got to be careful with art glitter glue, because it doesn't like to be repositioned. And let's see. Yes! Very happy. It's nice, let me make this, to put, when it's just a tuck spot rather than a full pocket. I find I like putting the glued down side at the edge of the page, because, let's find something I can use as my example. We'll use this as my example, because this side is glued down, this side is secure. So in a way, the other side of this page will hold in case it's a little slippy. It's less likely to come right out. If it's going to slide out, it'll just, think about it, it'll just slide into the crease of the book, and it'll still be safe in your page. So that's a nice option if you're thinking about where to put it. That just worked out nicely for me. So there you go. Short and sweet, little quick things so that you can see how my brain works when I'm thinking about fussy cutting something not the way it originally was. We took all those flowers off, but we still gave the illusion of the full piece of the flower coming up around the side of this little square. I think we did a good job. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, here, I'll lift her up so you can take a look. She turned out good, didn't she? Bye.